A white guy and a Mexican, right? Right, white guy
Yeah.
saying.
Um. So with that being said, our next one we've got up is No Shit Sherlock.
I like that. That
It's
that is that goes in the that has to go in the bomb.com.
it is gonna be the bomb.com
Straight up.
because right next to Cool Beans, that is an absolute white guy classic.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I get to.
Straight up.
I'm so glad I get to record this, and the N word is on my screen twice the entire time I do this.
But yeah, no, like straight up, there's nothing wrong with no shit Sherlock.
Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely a classic, and I mean, it's almost only used.
It's straight up to the point. Like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and I mean, it's only ever used in like annoying situation. You never use that when you're like being nice, and so it's just a good thing to piss someone off to the same level that you're pissed off at,
It is
if
the
anything.
it is the original rage bait.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It is literally just rage bait central.
So sticking with argumentative white guy sayings, we have newsflash, buddy.
That I feel like that's another the bomb doc. It's either the bomb.com or neat because here's the because like the way you say it's literally just the case of like you're like so like it's something you would say like in the middle of like a rant and you just have to say and newsflash buddy and then like you just go off with what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely. I can't say a certified hood classic because we're white here. But it is the bomb.com.
You're a white
I
guy
know,
but
but we're in the white people tier list. We have to use our white people sayings. So I would say that it is the bomb.com.
it is the bomb.com. Again, it's just the fact that like it's so perfect to you. Here's the thing. I think that one like you can either you can use it in like a pissed off ranting sense, or you could just say it in like a hey newsflash buddy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a good one.
It's very
It's
flexible.
fire. I like it.
It's very flexible.
So that's a certified bomb.com. Um,
The bomb.com.
so the next one we have, it's just Welp, and I hate to keep overloading the bomb.com, but that is my number one like filler word, and if that was assigned to it being a white person phrase, if ever there was one, it would be that. Is that
Straight up,
my
this
white
is
ass
the
uses it?
white. This is the white guy of white guy sayings.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna. All right, we'll save the tier list.
Well,
Welp.
I hate how like. Here's the thing. I don't even think that's like white guy. I straight up. I feel like that's universal half the time.
that that's true. But I've definitely heard more white people say it than any
No,
other
no, no,
people.
no. It's a very white phrase.
But it does
But
work
if
for everybody.
yeah, like you can just go. Well,
Yeah.
no, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like you want to like you. Okay, this is a little bit of a story time. So here's a little fun fact. You know about the demon core. I think everybody knows about the demon core.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So one guy. This is like the most famous example. There was like one guy who was very callous with how he acted with the demon core, and like as in like he would come into work with shorts and cowboy boots. Whitest guy you know.
That's stupid as fuck.
So while he accidentally fucked around and found out, as in like the demon core went like super critical. And you know what's the only thing he said after everything?
Was it Welp?
Well, I guess that's it. And he just kind of rotted away for the next few days.
Then he rotted away. Rottle. Alright, so, um, our next one is, I'm just gonna scoot right past you.
What was it?
That's the phrase. I'm just gonna scoot right past you.
That's so fucking stupid. I'm just gonna scoot right past you.
I like
If
that
you
one.
said that, I'm knocking your. If you say that to me, I'm knocking your block off.
Alright, so, in other words, I don't think that can go any lower than neat. The problem is like some of these are, it's just so hard to hate white people phrases. Obviously we have had some that we don't really care about, but there's so many good white people phrases.
It's again, the description of the tier list is super fucking accurate.
Yeah, yeah. We have fucking amazing sayings. Maybe this will like convert Jay. We'll send this tier list to Jay afterwards and he'll be able to pick some better ones. Um um so I'm gonna scoot right past you. We put it in neat or the bomb.com as much as we're putting so much in the bomb.com.
Here's the thing. I say we put it in neat because here's the thing. Because like for me, it's a case of if you say that to me, it's a 50-50 chance of what's gonna happen to you. Either I'm gonna clock you straight in the jaw, or I'm gonna let you scoot past.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good one. I think it's funny. I think it's a classic. Um, I
It's
do want to beat the shit out of people who say it. So
yeah.
it's it's
I
more
say neat.
it's
I say
more
neat.
it's
I
more
say super
good than
neat.
not. It's more good than not. So we'll go with neat.
Yeah, no, because it's a funny phrase, but again, it's a 50-50 chance of what the fuck's gonna happen to you if you say
Yeah.
it to me.
Now we have an absolute classic, absolute amazing one. I've heard plenty of people say it in the past. Uh, let's rock and roll.
Thebomb.com.
The bomb
That's how
dot com.
you know shit gets serious.
That's
That's how you know shit gets serious.
yeah. That's that's a certified white people phrase. Uh,
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When they say let's rock and roll, and then they do the little like rock hand gesture, that's how you know they're serious.
or the snap and like the double hand snap and then clap right into it and go let's rock and roll. You know, I've seen that happen before. So either way, there's a couple of hand gestures that can be put along with let's rock and roll. All of them great. So that really boosts the phrase up to the bomb.com, and I don't think it can go anywhere else ever.
Like no matter what, like straight up, it's a phrase. That's like, all right, we're getting serious now.
Yeah. So that's a fucking good one. Um, the next one we have is oh brother.
Oh brother, this guy stay.
So that one I've never heard and not immediately wanted to punch the shit out of the person who said it.
Yeah, no, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's fun to say it, but when it's done to you, that's when you get pissed off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think I've ever
It's a
used "oh
very
brother," but I've always had "oh brother" used on me, and in
it's a
movies and
it's
just in passing. It doesn't have to be used on me. I hear it in passing, or you hear it in a movie or a TV show. Except for that one SpongeBob quote that you did quote. That one was pretty good. But other than that, I have never been more pissed
yeah
off than hearing that.
yeah just like how I feel half the time with Let me just scoot right by you.
um,
It's a very it's a because again it's the case of it's funny when you do it, but when it's used against you, um, when it's used against you, you just want to sock them square in the jaw. But
Yeah.
again, the way that it was used in the SpongeBob episode, I think that's my favorite iteration of it.
So, for that, I want to put in I like to speak to your manager because it sucks and it's barely a white person phrase. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, no, it's another one of those universal phrases.
Yeah, and with the downside of Whelp, like Whelp, it's good. I love it. It's one of my favorites to use, and it's universal. Um, this one not only is universal, but it also fucking sucks. So it doesn't deserve to be very high up on the white people tier list.
Yeah.
Um, we got. I've heard this one so many times, and it makes me just want to end the conversation with people whenever I hear it. But we got living the dream. Um, so for those times that you ask people, oh, how's it going? What, how's work? And they're like, oh, living the dream. I don't give a shit about anything you have to say after that. I really don't. It's not good.
Because here's the problem with it. Because like just hearing like living the dream, it's like okay, what is it? How is it like? I'm not you. I don't know your dream.
Yeah, and as an extension, we'll put an extension on this, because I feel like this deserves some extensions because it's not in this tier list, so it deserves an honorable mention. Um, Live in the Nightmare is some that I've heard sometimes.
Really, I've
Um,
never heard living the nightmare.
a couple of times, and it's basically just the opposite of living the dream. Like it basically just means you're doing shit. I mean, living the dream has been used sarcastically, which obviously does mean you're doing shit as well. Um, but sarcastically or not, I don't care too much for living the dream. I'll put it in peachy keen because it's not a bad white person phrase. It is a white person phrase, and it does convey what you want said in more words. Because I do feel like people don't appreciate it when they're like, "Oh, how you doing?" You're like, "Good." Like people don't care as much for that, and there's not much to go off there. And while there's not as much to go off in living the dream,
But then
it's
again, with
it's
like
more
living the dream,
words,
it's like
so you feel more engaged in the
yeah,
conversation.
yeah, not yeah, and plus with living the dream, that could like mean anything to anybody. So
Yeah,
it's literally a case of like it's also up to interpretation.
yeah. So it's gonna be a mid ground because
Yeah,
it's 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 a white person phrase. It works, but
it
eh.
conveys a message, but again, it's one of those things where it's like more information needed.
Yeah. So that's where we'll put it. That's where it's gonna go. Um, this is a decent one. Sometimes it does piss me off, especially when it does get used against me. This is another kind of argumentative one. Up yours.
Up yours, bud.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm neither here or there about it. Um, it's
It's very what's the word I'm looking for?
it's kind of like an
Hmm.
ending to an argument because like there's not much you can say to it afterwards. Like, what are you gonna
You
like?
kind of you feel like you've lost the argument as soon as they say that.
Yeah, because it's not like you can be like, no, up yours. It's like it's just
That's it.
there's not much you can do to up yours, and even if you say no, up yours, like that doesn't give you
They
much.
could
It's not much
they could
like
just
return
respond
fire.
back like what is it like let's say like you're arguing against a guy. Let's say like you're arguing against like a fellow guy as a guy,
Yeah.
and you say that as like a retort, and they could just automatically respond back with like what you trying to go up mines.
Yeah. So it's not shit enough to be speak to your manager, but it's not great. So I'm gonna put it in peachy keen. It's it's
Because again,
whatever.
it is a good way to just be like I win the argument. Lol.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where it'll go. Um. So this one doesn't feel fully typed out, so I'm gonna put my interpretation of what I assume. they wanted it to be, um, which is oh spaghettios. They did just type oh spaghettio, but I've never heard that in my life, so I assume they mean oh spaghettios, which is what we're gonna go with this one. Which is a fucking great one. I think it's really funny. Depending on my mood, it actually does piss me off, but I guess everything can piss you off depending on your mood. Uh, I'm gonna go with neat because it's not like a fucking killer like Let's Rock and Roll or No Shit Sherlock, but it's a good one. I think it's funny.
It's
I think
good.
it's
It's
neat.
still good. It's still good.
And I'm gonna be honest.
'Cause
I want to say ironically, but I have said this in the past a couple of times. Pretty much ironically. I don't think I've ever said it unironically, but I say it to be funny, and it is funny. It's funny to me. I don't think it's funny to fucking anybody else, but it's funny to me.
it's so absurd. It's so absurd and so silly.
Yeah. So we're gonna put it in neat. Um, I I keep looking at the last one on the list, and it fucks me up every time.
How
Um,
many more do we have left until that?
there's a decent amount of these, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go. What's
We're gonna have to.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
we're gonna
4,
have to have to
5,
split
6,
this up.
7,
This is
8,
fucking
9,
long.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28 before that one.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna have to split this up. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I can upload to YouTube in one bit. I mean, it has been
We
16 minutes, but uh,
true.
so the next one we have up here, and I'm gonna give
I
this
say
one an
I say
honorable.
I say we do, I say we do like at least like three more, and then we can continue like later.
Hmm. Uh,
Because I do have to get ready and stuff like that.
yeah. So the next one we have here, and this one's gonna get an honorable mention, is put a cork in it, or honorable mention being put a sock in it.
Put a
Um,
sock on it. Put a sock in it is more iconic than put a
yes,
cork in it.
yeah, because I've never heard cork. Um, I'm gonna put it in neat because I've never really heard put a cork in it, but due to the honorable mention that is gonna be tied to it, I'm gonna put it in neat because put a sock in it, pretty good. And if it was just put a sock in it by itself, thebomb.com. But because put a sock in it had to be delegated to an honorable mention, eh, we'll put it in neat. Um, this one, in my opinion, may be thebomb.com. We got I'll be damned.
I'll be damned is that's perfect. I
Yeah,
think that like just like Whelp, it's perfect.
yeah.
It was perfect. The clip
And
of Homelander just going, it was perfect. Perfect.
and the thing about it is those two combos so well together. Think about it. You go, well, I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be damned.
That shit
That
combos together perfectly.
isn't that like a common thing that's like also said in like media and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah. Well, because it's
They
it's
obviously
it's
they
it's one of the easiest
I mean
swears to slip into
sometimes
movies.
yeah. Or like they don't sometimes they don't even just go, well, I'll be damned. They just go, well, I'll be.
Yeah, and well, the
I don't
thing
know
with that
why.
is
Like when they
like,
say it
well, because you know what they
when I
mean.
say it when they say it like yeah, when they say it like that, it's like holy.
Yeah. So we'll go with that. We'll put it in thebomb.com. And that being said, we have another thebomb.com right here. Actually, there's a few coming up in this one. But we got no more Mr. Nice Guy.
That is a fucking classic.
Yeah,
That is like certified bomb.com.
that is an absolute bomb.com. It's just fucking fire. And I think it's funny to say in so many scenarios.
I think it's funny when like somebody says that and then they start rolling up their sleeves to certify it to certify
Yeah.
no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Um. So we got you're on thin ice, pal. Yeah. Right.
I like
Absolutebomb.com.
I I like that, especially when like obviously when it's used in a threatening sense, you can't help but like giggle at it.
It's the thing is you can't use it in a threatening sense because the second you use it, it's you're that person's no longer threatening. There's nothing threatening about that person anymore. So, absolutebomb.com. As an intimidation tactic, it would be stinkers, but it's not. So it's thebomb.com.
White people threatening tier list. It's not gonna work.
I want a tier list of white people threatening sayings with "You're on thin ice" or "No more Mr. Nice Guy" because I think that would be really funny. Um, so pretty fire one. It's okay. I don't like it as much as the previous ones, but we got "That's Rich" coming from you.
I use that to this day.
All right. We can put it in neat.
What's your
We'll put it in
what's
neat.
your thoughts on it?
I don't. I don't care for it
Because
too
here's the thing.
much.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think look, saying "oh that's rich" coming from you is nice, or just the statement of just saying "oh that's rich."
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Because
I the thing is, I never use it, so I don't get the enjoyment of using it. But it does get used on me, and that pisses me off. Not that I can't use it, obviously. That's not what pisses me off. What pisses me off is having it used on me.
it's
It's just a
you are a constant target for it.
yeah. It's just a infuriating phrase, and for that I want to put it lower, but it's like it's apparently one of your signature phrases, so we'll put it in neat because it's a decent phrase.
I hope I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with yous on here.
It's not.
Lame.
I
Because it doesn't sound like a white person phrase. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with
yeah.
you.
Well, another one I'm really disappointed that isn't in here is another day, another dollar.
Dude, that's like a certified white guy statement.
Yeah, and it's
Well,
not in here, which is a
oh
shame.
man, I'm out of hair gel. I'm out
Damn.
of hair gel. I used up all my hair gel when Chris was here.
Why'd you use so much hair gel when he was here?
I can look cool, stylish.
Are you trying to look like a 1960s gangster?
Yeah,
1970s?
didn't you know? Didn't you know I put so much grease in my hair? They call me a greaser.
Is that why they call it that?
Did you not know that's actually why greasers were called greasers?
No, I just thought it was a name, man.
No, it's because of the hair grease. Why do you think? Why do you think the movie Grease was called Grease?
Because they were Greek.
Please don't cut this out. This is a good way to end off the video so far.
I don't know. I never finished the movie. I didn't get to the part where they explain the hair grease. I don't even know if I got to the part where they talked. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think they actually talk about it. They just say Grease because it has the whole like greasers and then the prep kids and stuff like that. I know this because I'm not sure if you read this book. Have you read The Outsiders?
I think I started and then I never finished.
It's because I read it as a kid.
I have it. I think.
Well, I guess the next I guess we could talk. We could just talk on a live stream and talk about like the difference between greasers and prep kids.
We'll have a live stream podcast where we talk about the difference between greasers and prep kids, which is a very large distinction because they're absolutely not the same people at all.
Yeah, yeah. You got the greaser kids and then you got the prep kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you got me, which is neither. And apparently you're
Yeah, no, no.
a greaser, which is crazy.
Greaser just sounds like a slur.
You fucking greaser. With that, unfortunately, I think it
Why?
will end our white people tier list
All right,
video
so
for now.
I guess no. Do you want to know what I just realized? It's another white person phrase. I'm sad that's not on here.
What's that?
We'll have to end this little charade.
That is not on here. Um, which sucks because it's also a very good one.
Where 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 would we put that if we had to put it somewhere? Like the final ranking for now. Where would we rank that?
Where would we rank? Let's end this little charade. Um,
Yeah.
it's a decent one. I like it. Um,
Ichikane.
we we'll put in PG Keen or Neat, one of the two. It's okay. Um,
Yeah.
you know what? There's another one that's not on here. It's very similar to that one, and it's not on here either. Um, we're done playing these games.
Oh my. That's a neat for
That's
me.
definitely a neat. Uh, there's so many other white people phrases that aren't on here, which sucks. It sucks that I'm able to identify that when there's not a white person phrase on here. That kind of sucks for me.
That
Uh,
just shows how white you are.
apparently, I mean, I fucking went to the beach for 2 hours and I got a sunburn, so I'm obviously fucking white as shit. Yeah, we'll make a part two follow up for our white people sayings tier list. Because we still have like 20, 25, 24, 23, and the N word is what we have. Some of these are so funny. All right, we'll do a part two.